Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. We'd like to apologize for that, but we are back. And my name is Bongi Gladness, and you are here with us at Clivnar TV in Diaspora. As you know, we are created to bring Africans together to celebrate them for their achievements and also feel honored and also, I could say, to go with them with the achievement and hear more about whatever they're achieving and also to be excited and appreciate them. But right now we are having the guy by the name of Sindile Simama and also aka Smama because he's a doctor and also a musician who sings Afro soul. So we're gonna hear more about him. We're gonna hear about two careers that he's doing. I know that he'll tell us more, but then right now it's me with him, and he's here, right here with me. And the show is a fearless talk. We are really gonna talk fearlessly. Hi, Mr. Sindile Simama, aka Smama. How are you, sir?
Greetings, Bongi. I'm well, thanks, and greetings to your viewers at home as well. It is Dr. Simama, by the way.
Doctor, oh, Dr. Isaac. Like I told you that he
Yeah,
is
not Mr. Simama.
like
About a week ago, I actually was performing at some event as Mama, the artist. So the MC was like, no, 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 own this crown. You're Dr. Mama. You can't allow people to just say Mr. Mama. And I'm like, okay, but I'm here as Mama, the artist, not Dr. Mama, the other
I
professional.
can
But yeah,
imagine.
it's Mama. Yes,
I can imagine.
ndingusimama ndingufaka uthahla undayeni ongqushe hlamba ngobubende ndizalwa ngabantwana ongqolomsile.
Oh yeah, and you also said you are royalty, right?
Yes, both from both sides actually, because my father's side is Mbondo, which is royalty, and my mother's side is Amandande or Madiba, like from like very well known Madiba Mandela.
The Mandela,
Also,
right?
those are royalty, royal families. So I am actually royalty all round.
All
I just
right.
don't have the crown yet.
I'm on it, Prince. I'm on it. I can call you Prince, right? Thank you so much. By the way, this is Sindile
Yes, you
Smama,
may call me
aka
Prince.
Doctor Smama or Sindile Smama. Either way, I mean, I want to say them all, and I'm very comfortable to say them all. I don't know about you there, but then I'm also honored. I'm very, very honored. Believe you me, I'm honored. I'm even shaking where I am now that he told me that he's also royalty. I'm more shaking. So right now, say, I just want to know, who are you? Who is Smama, Sindile, Simama? I don't even know how to say. I just feel like saying them all. So, but then, how are you? Who are you exactly? Who are you? Tell us more about yourself.
Okay, I'm actually what some would call a deputy parent because I'm a firstborn at home. I'm the oldest of three boys, and I'm the coolest DP though. I think people think deputy parent and they think, oh, that one is very strict. But my brothers can attest to that. I'm one of the coolest DPs.
Uh,
I was born in Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape. It's the city of arts. It's the home to National Arts Festival in South Africa. It's held there every year around June. So I think when I came into this world, I just was just breathing arts all around me because I was born in May. We were busy preparing for the arts festival.
oh,
So I grew up. I was born in Grahamstown, but I grew up in PE, and I went on to study medicine at the University of Cape Town. And whilst there, I think that's where the whole musician facet of myself came to the fore because I've always been the person that would sing. And I think growing up, now that I'm thinking about it, one of my aunts used to say, "But you're forever singing all the time. When do you get to study?" And I'm like, maybe I get to remember everything through my music. So just let me be and sing. But in varsity, that's when I actually started really focusing on the music. I actually had a band which I joined, which I formed even, not
good.
joined. I formed the band. It was a
Wow.
gospel band. It was called Simama. So I had actually guys who were doing music, playing for me, doing my BVs, and I was writing the music. Would go and perform around the campus and around Cape Town. And then after tertiary, I came to Johannesburg to pursue music. But then I was also still building my medical career. So what I did with the music, I thought, okay, let me put the mic down and concentrate on the writing because I could do the writing at any point. I didn't have to sit down and be doing the writing. I'd be driving and then I write something. So I started writing for some of the SA finest artists. I've written for our late friend Olundi Yamaha, the Prince of Gospel in Africa. I had like 3 songs which I wrote for him. One was even nominated for the Crown Gospel Music Awards.
Okay,
I've
great.
written for Perita. Perita is a South African, but she was born in Zimbabwe and she's now based here. And she's one of the finest
Yeah.
musicians that we have. I've written for Tembi Silendaga. She had won a Pop Stars.
Oh,
Um, Managed to write for Bonakele, who is the Queen of Maskandi.
okay.
Nokwazi, the queen of house music. So I think I've been fortunate and blessed to have worked with some of the really finest artists in South Africa. And now I went back, took back my mic, and I'm like, let me come to the fore and sing. So I'm doing my Afro music now, Afro soul.
Yeah,
So I've just released a single 3 months ago. It's called Isikalo, which means the beginning.
the
It's the
beginning.
beginning of myself as an Afro artist. It's also the beginning of this new path that I'm in now as a musician, not just a songwriter.
Wow, this is so great. As I'm listening to you, I'm like, wow, you've done a lot. There's talent there. There's a lot of talent,
Thank
and
you.
talent that I didn't even know about. But then I could just, I'm happy to be listening to this and also inspired. I know even at home people are so inspired. But then on that note, I was just saying, you know what? Let's just go to a short break. We'll hear more. I know there's a lot, so let's just go to a short break, and we'll be coming back now. We'll be right back with Smama.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Clevenard African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Clevenard Movies is free to watch on clevenard.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
Is my
Hi.
lighting good though?
We arrived back. We arrived back, and we are still here with the star and medical doctor slash whole lot and the writer, as he explained before we go to short break. He said he's also a writer. He's been writing for a lot of people. I'm really inspired. Mr. Smama in the Afro Soul. But still, I want to know, how do you manage both of them? Because it's not easy, I want to believe, but I want to hear from you. How do you manage both careers?
Well, it really has not been easy. I think I went in and took it quite lightly. Thought, no, I'll be able to manage both these 2 careers, but it does take a toll on one from time to time. But I think, especially because I'm an independent artist. So if you're independent, it means a lot of things are just falling on your shoulders. Because remember, music is also a business on its own. It's not just about singing. And medicine, I've got my own practice that also is a business. So I'm actually running 2 businesses at the same time. And it can be quite hectic. It can be quite daunting. But I think in terms of the practicalities of it all is that during the day, I'll basically be at the practice. And then in terms of recording the music, I'll leave that to the evening. So when I knock off, I'll just go like shoot straight to studio. I'll not go home, just go to the studio and then we lay down the music and lay down the voices, do as much as we can. And then go back the next day to try and finish up whatever needs to be finished up. And then the rest, I mean, it's up to the producer. The producer will do with the mixing and the mastering. But in terms of doing the laying the vocals and the music, I need to be there because I have my own views of how I want the music to sound.
Oh
So
my
it's been one of those that you somehow find a way of making them work.
God.
And I think the biggest challenge is when it comes to the business side of it. Because
Wow.
now going to the studio is easy. You can always do this and like shuffle things around. But when it comes to the business, it means now you need to be very much hands-on because there's marketing that needs to be done. There's distribution that needs to be done. There's bookings that need to be done, and all these things are falling on your shoulders. And if you don't have a team, it gets quite hard. But I think I have been trying to maneuver things around and to get people to assist. But as an upcoming artist, because I may have done all these things as a writer, nobody knows really who's behind the scenes. People just know the songs
Yeah.
and the lead singers, you know.
Oh,
So nobody really knows who's writing all this. So you're coming in now as a vocalist, you're actually a new person altogether. So you really have to find your way through and also get people to listen to you. And now you have to keep like flexing here and there and say, no, I'm so and so, I did this and that. But at the
yeah.
same time, because now you're coming in as a vocalist, it becomes a challenge because now you have to convince the marketer to say, no, I'm worth your time. You have to convince the radio to say, no, my talent is worth a play. And it's not easy. So it gets to be too much. But I mean, it's a road I'm worth. I'm willing to run, and it's. I think the stress is worth it. And I think that's how
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I
But then
thrive on stress.
between being a doctor and a musician, which one is it that you can say you are more passionate about?
I really cannot say there's one that takes precedence over the other. I really cannot say that because I feel they really have been a part of my life, both of them forever. And I would say I was a musician before I actually became a doctor. As I was saying, I used to sing when I was still just growing up, being at home, doing my washing, doing my ironing, getting
Okay.
ready for school. I had just been singing. But it doesn't make it superior to medicine because
Okay.
I've grown to fall in love with medicine. And when I decided that I wanted to do medicine, it was never to do medicine as plan A and music would be plan B. It was just me trying to follow both the paths and make sure that they work. And unfortunately, medicine had to take precedence for some
Okay.
time because now I had to build that business. I had to go to medical school and study. And then after that, now you have to start the business and make sure that it grows. So
Whoa.
music sort of took
Mhm.
a backseat. But then now I'm at the point where I feel I can handle both. Yes,
Both.
it's a challenge, but I am older. I'm wiser. I've learned a lot along the way. So I know how to juggle things around. And so it is a bit of a stretch, but yeah, it's doable. Back to your question, there's really nothing, none, I can't
No
say
favorite.
music
I mean, there's no
is
favorite.
number one, medicine is number, yeah.
You just love them both. But then when
I
I'm
just
coming
love
to
both.
okay, when
And
I'm
and 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 Bongi, sorry to cut you.
okay,
I think for me, I look at this as just being a holistic view in healing.
all right.
Because with medicine, you're dealing more with the biopsychosocial aspect of diseases where something is biological. You've got a headache, I need to treat that. Psychological, you could be having a stress, that's why you're having this headache. And the stress is because your kids are unruly or you're not working and all that. That's where medicine comes in. But then with music, I get to touch what medicine cannot do, the soul of a human being. That's why I'm
Yeah.
doing Afro Soul. So now the two actually do work together. They do work hand in hand. So for me, basically, I think it gets easier because of that, because I'm not seeing them as two separate entities. I'm seeing them as just two entities that are creating a whole.
Yeah, together. So both of them, they're like a healing, and they're all about changing lives and also bettering lives and all of that. So, but then with the doctor side, I want to know like exactly since you're a medical doctor, which fields exactly? Because I know also in the medical field, there's a whole lot. I could call them departments, or maybe if I may, or maybe you'll tell me another name if there's a term. How is it there?
Yeah, I'm a general practitioner, so which means I'm what you'd call the first link to the healthcare for any human being. Because if you're ill, you're not just going to jump and go and see a specialist. You need to come see me first, and then I
Okay.
decide if you need to go see a specialist, and if you do, which specialist you need to see. You see, so I'm an all-rounder, and I have to have a broad view of medicine. Unlike when you are a specialist, if I'm a gynecologist, I'm doing with my gynae, and that's it. So I can't not know certain things. I have to know everything about everything because when you come into a doctor. So if you're coming in with something that's surgical, I need to be able to attend to that. If you're coming with something that's gynecological, I need to be able to attend to that. If it's something psychiatric, I need to be able to attend to that and also then direct you to the right specialist that you need to go to or
Yeah.
manage you the best way I can, because most of the cases that come through are the cases that we manage ourselves, and then only those ones that need specialist attention then would refer to others.
Wow, it's so great to hear that. Okay, I can imagine because I know obviously all of us we have to go to general practitioner first to know exactly what's going on with us, and then the general
Yes.
practitioner will take us to the hospital, give us a letter, and all of that. So that one I do understand, but then I feel so excited to be listening to all of this, and I know even at home someone is inspired already. But then let's just take another break before we continue, as I know that there's still few questions that I feel like maybe someone might want to know, as I also want to know. So let's just go to another break and drink some water. We'll be right back.
Clevenard in Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard in Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com.
Welcome back, welcome back. You still with me, Bongi Gladness on Clevenard TV in Diaspora. And hey, let me remind you, I'm with Simama, who is also a doctor, Dr. Simama. How are you again? Say we are back.
I'm so good. I'm so good. Thank you.
So yeah, I wanted to ask you this one again as we're continuing. I wanted to ask you the disadvantages and the advantages of both careers, if they are there.
I guess everything has the pros and cons, eh? I think for me, when it comes to medicine, the disadvantage would be that sometimes I think there's a gap between the haves and the have-nots. Sometimes there are things you really would feel strongly about and would want to do for your patients, especially for me because I'm in the private sector. So as a general practitioner, people come and pay for the service. And sometimes you have to go, there are things that you would like to do, but the money doesn't allow for you to do those things. And referring them to a specialist also requires money, and people cannot afford that. And people always are skeptical about going to the public sector because the queues are long. Yeah. Doctors are overwhelmed and sisters are overwhelmed, like everybody's overwhelmed. So I'm not sure if I can say it's a disadvantage, but it's just a concern. It's one of those things that get to me as a practitioner, because you would want to help everybody, but unfortunately your hands get to be tied to a certain point, or to a certain degree, where you just cannot do more than the time and the space allows, you see. So and also, you know, the field can be very strenuous emotionally, because I think that would be a disadvantage now, like a true disadvantage, that it's very strenuous emotionally. because you're dealing with people's problems every day. Some can be very light, some can be very heavy, where you might even take it with home. You see, and unless you have a good support system, then it becomes a challenge to carry all this by yourself. So I think it is very important for people in the health space, health practitioners. Doesn't matter. You could be a doctor, you could be a nurse, you could be a radiographer, you could be whatever. As long as you are involved, you are impacted or affected by what people come in with. So the support system now becomes very, very important, because then they help you debrief. Because if you're not debriefing, you're going around carrying all this load. And then you wonder why people will say, no, the doctor snapped at me. I don't know what I did, what I said. But the thing is, they're carrying so much from the previous month. You see. So I think for me, the emotional burden is a disadvantage from medicine, from the medical side. When it comes to music, the disadvantage would be that I think I'm going to speak from the point that I'm a new artist.
Okay.
So one of the challenges that I'm having is really getting into the space, into the industry, and be seen as an artist. You're coming in and you don't have a record company, you're coming as an independent. Lots of doors are closed.
Okay.
Lots of doors are closed, and you need to push and push. And one thing I'm really not good at, I think, to put it bluntly, I suck at sucking up. And within the industry, I've learned that one has to suck up to a lot of people to get things done. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to not being in control. Like, if I feel my product is good, I feel it's worth your ear, I feel it's worth other people's ears. But now I'm gathering within the industries that no, it's not about that. You can have the greatest of products. It's about whom you know and whom you're willing to pay to give you their time. So I think the disadvantage is that you need to do more than just produce a good product. You have to make people feel good for them to listen to you. You have to make them feel like a god so that they can listen to you. And
you must
yeah,
nurse their emotions, like you nursing their emotions, like you have to glorify them in a way, or
yes,
or also show
yes.
them honor for them to put you up there.
Yes. You actually have to roll that carpet out for a person to feel good. Okay, yeah, I'm the man, Yeah, but yeah, I guess, Bongi, for me, it's a learning curve. So as much as it's a challenge, but it's teaching me a lot about myself as well. Because now I get to understand myself. I get to understand what kind of human being I am, and I have to unlearn a lot of things and to learn a few things. So it's really a good journey in that the challenges are there to make us reflect on ourselves and also to grow in that journey.
Oh, I can imagine. I actually understand what you're saying, and I can just feel you there, because it's not even only about music. It's not only about that industry. It's like most industries, I can say here in South Africa, you have to do certain things to get to where you want and to get to whatever you want, especially career-wise. So I do understand it's hectic, not only in this field, but in lots and lots of fields. So, but then what can we do? We can't expose people. We can't say more. We can't say less. We just have to do what has to be done. But then, nevertheless, apart from all of that, I still want to continue and ask you this question of, are you married? Maybe if I may ask the Oh, okay. Oh,
I think that's an answer.
so you're still looking.
I'm not married, but I am in a long-term relationship. I've been in the relationship for over 10 years. So I know.
No ways. I mean, how does it feel? I mean, I believe you have complaints on the other side. I mean, come on.
I what? Sorry?
As a woman, I can just imagine, eh?
Complaints about not
Putting
copying the
a
question.
ring on it, yes.
No, I think it's about understanding. I think with relationships, you need to have that communication so that you both know what you want. You see, I know the norm is that no, you're in a relationship, then you get married, then you have kids, then you do this, then you do that. But if you've sat down and you know that that's not how we want to do our thing,
You
we're
are not
not
where you
gonna be.
want yet. Is this thing of you are not where you want yet? So you gotta get where you want yet first, or what's happening?
I don't think it's even about careers and all that. It's
Okay,
it's
all
it's
right.
about, yes, they play a role because I know some people would say no, I need to achieve this before I can
Yeah.
now start building a family. I don't think it was ever about that. It was more about what is it that you want? Do we want to have that kind of a setting? Do you want
Institution
to?
and set up. Okay.
Yes, of a setup. Is that what we want? And we
Whoa.
spoke about it, and it was not what was on the cards. So we're happy and glad where we're at.
And then you think it's still that way because we women we have a way of hiding. Do you think it's still the way you discussed it?
Well, if you're not communicating, then I would not know.
It
If
means
I
you
thought,
lie.
if I'm thinking that's where where we started with where we still are,
My
and you
goodness.
have not communicated otherwise, then what can I do?
It means the yes could like they can just pass. It's fine because no one is saying anything.
I think because I know what I want, you see, and I think I know what we wanted at the time because as human beings we
Yeah.
evolve. So if the other party has evolved rather to a point now where they're like, no, okay, I want to get married. So let that be communicated, and then we see where we stand. We communicate about it. Communication is key.
But in terms of agreement, sometimes communication is so difficult to start the approach or to crack it up again. Go back there. But it's fine.
Write
Let's
a
leave it
letter.
there.
Write a
Let's leave
letter.
it.
Write a
No, it's
letter.
okay.
Post it. Go to the post net and post it. And I get a delivery, and I'm
It's
thinking,
okay.
okay, so I'm thinking
It's
it's
fine.
SARS, can't you know?
It's fine. Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there. Maybe it's too personal now. Maybe I'm getting too deep. But then, hey,
No.
it was actually great to have you here. But then I don't wanna end it there. I wanna end it with this one of saying, financially, do you think you're where you want, or maybe can you just have something else, or there's a highlight there, or there's something more to say? Financially, do you think you're where you want, or you still wanna continue, or you think you need more?
I need more. I don't think anybody is ever content when it comes to money. But
Okay.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right.
I think I'm comfortable. I think the most important thing for me has always been being comfortable, being
Okay.
able to afford what I need.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been at a point. I've never been that person that wanted to be filthy rich. I
Oh.
never wanted to be wealthy. I wanted to be comfortable. Because I mean, I feel with wealth, a lot of things come with that. That can be negative. With money comes a lot of things, lots of responsibilities, and a lot of unwanted attention, you see.
Mm.
So I think for me, it's always been about being comfortable. Am I living in a kind of a house that I would have wanted to live in?
Okay.
Yes, I am. Am I driving the kind of a car I wanted to drive? Yes, I am. When I want to go on a holiday, am I able to afford that? Yes, I can. Am I able to afford the kind of food I want? Am I now looking when I get to the restaurant? Am I looking at the price first, and am I looking at what
Yeah.
is there? What is it that I want? And the price doesn't matter. Am I there? Then I'm fine. You see. So I think for me, it is never about the currency, like how much is in the bank, or it's about am I comfortable enough to say, okay, for the kind of work that I'm doing, like I'm working so hard, but am I comfortable in all of that?
Okay.
And the answer would be yes, I am. So I'm content with that.
Oh, so it's about the affordability as well.
It's
If we
about
can
it's
afford and
about the affordability and also not having to stress about money. You see,
yeah,
so, yeah, because you remember, money affects a whole of avenues in our lives, and money can also put a strain even in the relationship itself. You see, money can put a strain in your business if there's no money coming in. On this month end, you get stressed. You don't want to speak to your employees because you're thinking now you cannot afford to pay them. If I'm having a gig, because sometimes the gigs pay much later,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
artists need to be paid. So if you do not have the money to pay them now, then it becomes a stress. And now you're this grumpy person. Now I get to the practice, a patient is coming in, they all jovial and all that, and I'm sulking because I've got these other stresses. So money can be huge. can have a huge impact in our lives. So you want to be comfortable so that your financial stresses don't impact in your other spheres.
True. Wow, you've said it so well. Like it's so profound. I get it. It's all about you being comfortable and also being content with what
Mm.
you have, and you are fine with your lifestyle, and you are good, and there are no complaints, there are no stresses, and then you are good. So
Mhm.
and thank you so much for highlighting us on that, and also showing us the path, and making us understand certain things in your life. Though we wanted to get too personal, but then we find maybe soon calls will come out and the lobola will happen. I hope we'll know when that happens. But nevertheless,
Swang.
yeah, constant talk. So, but then nevertheless, we are so grateful to have you as Live Not TV in diaspora, and we are happy to be having someone inspiring like you, who actually can have two careers and manage them well. It's an inspiration to those ones that are still coming behind us or behind you. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you, Smama, the
Thank
artist. Thank you.
Thank you, Bongi. Thank you so much for affording me this platform and inviting me to come through. It really is an honor. Every opportunity that you get to reach a wider audience is highly appreciated. Just one more thing. For the viewers at home, my single Isikalo is out. You
Okay.
can get it from any musical platform online. It is doing quite well. I see the numbers are slowly trickling in, so social media helps a lot. And there's also another single coming out soon.
Oh,
Mid-Jan, yes. It's called Ikaya Gum, like a home to me. It's a love song. I love love.
hey.
Yeah, so soon I'll start doing the marketing for that one so people can be aware that the song is coming. Maybe I can just sing a line or two, eh?
Oh, sing a line. Yes, do that.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm a musician.
But
Like
then
I've been talking and talking and
because I
talking.
want the line to be the last. Do, do you have any gig for December? Or what's happening now?
Nothing is yet. I'm going home. I'm hoping the people at home are gonna book me. I'm from
Okay.
the Eastern Cape, so and I'm singing in Xhosa, so it's a love song. People are getting married, so
Oh,
hopefully
you're
I'll
ready.
get
You're just
those.
ready for that. I hope they're listening. I
I
have the
hope they are listening. They
and
should be listening.
they should
I've been posting the whole week. Those they should be up here
be watching.
listening.
Yeah, they are aware. So then now they have to. Oh, of course, they have to invite you somehow. Weddings are everywhere,
Exactly.
and I know in Eastern Cape they actually a lot. Sometimes people are
Yeah.
married.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you get home now from the 15th, there's like almost every day. It's no longer even a weekend thing. Every
Yeah.
day there's a wedding, there's Umgidi boys coming back from the
Oh,
mountain.
yeah, from the mountain initiation school.
Yes, lots of festivities going on.
Oh yeah. Then a line now. We are ready for it, and then we'll be
A
closing.
line.
Yes.
Okay. Ndifuna ukuthi wazi, ndikhethe ukuba nawe, ndicela inhliziyo yakho,
Wow.
ubele ikhaya ku. That's what
Wow.
I say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was good to have you here. And the song is actually nice. It's the one for weddings, that one. I mean, you should also sing it anytime, I believe. Don't wait for
Yeah,
the signal. I mean, you can sing it even now, anytime, like wherever they.
yeah. Even proposals, when you propose, you're like, I want your heart to be my home.
Oh,
Dude.
thank you so much. That was a Smama. You heard the song, you heard the line. There's a voice there, and it's quite nice. And I know if you're having a wedding, anytime you can just get to him. And then he didn't tell us about his handles. Your handles, sir. Your handles. Facebook.
Yes. I'm at Sindile underscore Simama on Instagram and at Simama underscore Sindile on Facebook. TikTok, at underscore Simama. So just punch in Sindile's Simama. I'm gonna pop up, man.
Everything. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And you know what, you've done it. You've done it all. I don't even know what to say, but then all I can say is just goodbye, sir. Goodbye. And goodbye all of you
Goodbye.
there at home. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. We are Clivnot TV in diaspora. My name is Bongi Gladness, and the show is Fearless Talk.